Hello everybody, and welcome to another Zendikar Rising draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. It really helps me out, and I appreciate everyone who does that. Also, click that bell if you want to get notified when I post future videos, and check out the Twitch stream live at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas to join in all the fun live. Okay, so the trend of opening Boros rares continues. One thing I will say is that Nahiri has done good things for me and done bad things for me, because if you don't have equipments, she does get a decent amount worse when you can't deal damage with her. Making 1/1s isn't necessarily that great for 4 mana. I oftentimes get past this card when I do draft with other content creators, which is kind of interesting. Brutal Be Jurassic. That is massacre on the Bears. I mean, not that their season's going well, but yeah, still. So if we take Nahiri, we might be able to wheel Cinderclasm and play like a red-white control deck. What else would I take in this pack? Like, the commons are kind of janky. There's like a Vanquish the Weak, so we might as well try to build around Nahiri a little bit. Making a 1/1 every turn can be okay. If you have to take equipments though to make sure that her -3 is actually useful. I'd probably take stuff over Nahiri. I would take Roost of Drakes for sure over Nahiri. Well, don't know what's going on, but this card should never be passed. An uncommon was taken over it. Oh, they must have taken Roost of Drakes, so, because this card is a beating. It's not my fault, Weewah. I just always open Boros cards. This is great. Just Nahiri into Kargan Intimidator. Now, this is the type of thing where you just kind of almost force at this point. Not literally, because we could still be playing like a green-red deck that splashes Nahiri, or just something more chill. We could just play Kargan Intimidator in any deck as well. Shadow Stinger is more of a blue-black card. Cunning Geyser Mage might be the best card in this pack. I always want a Pyroclastic Helion, but I never know when to take it. It's kind of just a card that I'll play. You like taking Zoff Consumption? I do not like taking Zoff Consumption here. I think I'm considering Geyser Mage or Subtle Strike. Geyser Mage is okay. It's kind of junky. Reclaim can be okay. What card would be like absolutely premium in its archetype is what I'm trying to think of. I'm just gonna take the Geyser Mage. Now there's an Into the Royal. My theory that they were playing Roost of Drakes is getting less and less likely. Nilith of Warming's not super great. Song My Treasury's okay. Into the Royal is the best common in this pack. There's also a couple of other red cards. It was interesting. I was listening to a podcast with Sam Black on it the other day, and he was saying that red-blue is his least favorite blue color combination. He thinks blue is the best and he likes playing blue, but red blue's his least favorite because a lot of the red cards aren't on the same plan. Like, blue wants to go late, red wants to win the early game with like Grotag Bug Catchers and stuff, but I think it can still come together for sure. So I'm just gonna take Into the Royal. It goes with my third pick. I can play like a deck with Kargan Intimidator. Okay, now there's a Feed the Swarm is a really good card. There's also Relic Vial, which is fantastic. Hey, Till. This is probably the best card in the pack. Cleansing Wildfire is sometimes okay. It could let me splash Nahiri if I wanted to do that in my more controlling red-white deck. I don't generally take Song Mad super highly, especially over Into the Royal. Into the Royal is like one of my favorite commons to play with. I could see taking Feed the Swarm, because it is a pretty high power level pick. I don't think Wizards is bad. It just is sometimes tricky to come together. And you don't have to play Chilling Traps for it to be good. Hey, Bruce. Malakir Rebirth is the best card in this pack. Yeah, Relic Amulet's really a key for blue-red Wizards. There's a couple of white cards, but I'm not super thrilled to play any of them. Banneret has actually gone up in my estimations. It's been pretty impressive for me. We haven't really seen a reason to play white, though. And I think Scythe Cat can be okay as well, but it's not really my favorite first card to get into green for. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, Decklist. I misread your message. Well, kind of a weird spot here, because these green cards aren't great. There's another Feed the Swarm, but getting a second one's tricky. Going into blue, we've got a couple blue cards. Then there's a Kargan Warleader to go with these two, but white hasn't seemed open. And then there's Ravager's Mace for the red-black. Huh. Or there's just a Hellion. I kind of want to take the Mace. Or I'm just going to take Feed the Swarm. 2 Feed the Swarms is not bad. And then Gloom Hunter fits perfectly. Getting a gold card there is weird because I've got a couple blue cards and red-white hasn't looked open, so I don't really want to go down that path. I think people might just be taking good white cards. Like they could be playing, if I had to guess what the person passing me is playing, they're not playing black, I don't think. I like the Gloom Hunter a lot here because it goes well with double Feed the Swarm. And now Blood Beckoning. So black is definitely open. I don't love 2 Feed the Swarm, but if you can build around it to make it better, like by putting life gain in your deck, like prioritizing the Gloom Hunters, it's a decent amount better. Black is significantly open. And then we've got a couple blue cards, we've got 1 red card, we've got the Nihiri. So what do I think the person passing me is? They could be white-green. They could be white-blue, that would be a understandable color combo. I don't take Skydancer over Subtle Strike. I think the first Subtle Strike is generally pretty good. I don't love Silencer. Skydancer is just a little small for my taste. I think this card can be a good card, and we might end up in red. And I don't ever really play 2 Subtle Strikes that often, a lot of the time. Adios, Charlie. Another Pyroclastic Hellion. Lagak. Resolute Strike can be a key card in a deck, and I don't really ever need Teeter Peak, but I guess I have some red cards already, so I'll just take it. Last pick, McKindy. Oh my gosh, we open up a black rare. This is perfect for us. What else would I like in this pack? I mean, this is the clear pick because I'm playing a black deck. We are not green. That is true. And we aren't really a black aggressive deck, but it's still fine in a grindier deck. I'm taking Gloom Hunters incredibly highly so that I can play my double Feed the Swarm and my Malika Rebirth with all the life paying. After this, I think I would maybe take Spikefield Hazard. A Maria Captain sometimes okay, but I don't think we're really in a white-black zone. Adios, Brian. I would probably take Into the Royal after that, maybe. It's tricky. Skyclave Shade just doing all sorts of work. Okay, what do we like here? Red seemed open in pack 1, getting late Hellions. So Spark Mage, we could go into red-black. We also saw a late Mace. So I don't mind speculating on the Spark Mage here. There's also a Jwari, which is pretty solid, but we didn't see a ton of blue after we took the Into the Royal and the Disruption. So I think Spark Mage could be the best card in the pack. We don't really have creature types to make it good, though. It's actually kind of junky and bad in our deck. I could just see taking Jwari or even Shepherd, but we didn't see any real white cards in pack 1, so I don't want to get into white, really. Spark Mage still has potential. We can get there on it, maybe. Okay, there's a Curie. Classic, I think we'll just take the Expert. There's also a Royal Mage, but I think Black-Red's looking pretty open. Well, I'm not planning on splashing for Nihiri. I don't really think it's worth splashing either. But yeah, Expert's pretty good. And I know I'm playing black, so that's good. a good fit. Now this healer, we're not playing white. We're not really playing blue either. This card can be pretty good in certain decks, but I don't think blue was open pack 1. There is a Sky Dancer for if I need more rogues for my deck. I don't have any right now. I have 1 rogue. And there's a Spellcraft, but I already have a couple of 5-drops. I think I like the rogue here. Just get some creature types. I think we're playing black-red at this point, but we could still be black anything. Wow, this pack would have been good for a red-white deck. It's kind of funny because we didn't see a ton of white, so I didn't really want to get into white, but yeah. I like a pack beast for my deck. Fits everything I need. And now a modal double-faced card works well with the Hellions. Late Deadly Alliance, that's nice. Yeah, we've seen so many Akiris recently, it's kind of wild. Just every Kargan War Leader. Kind of nutty. We actually would have had like just like a random like 5 gold cards. There is a human sleeping behind me. We'll take a second Blood Beckoning maybe. We have a decent number of creatures. We'll probably get more. Pretty creature-centric deck. Take Shepherd just in case. Tormenting Voice, but I guess we have a couple modal double-faced cards and Hellions to not flood out. And I'll take Cleansing Wildfire because if I really want to splash something, it could be good. Another Hellion. The people to my left are definitely not red-white. We go open Nahiri, second picked Kargan Intimidator. Didn't see red-white flowing, really, other than like a medium pack red-white uncommon. This deck is looking pretty great, though. I'm going to take the Attended Healer. I'm never really looking to play Scavenged Blade, and I could potentially splash if I get enough payoffs. Sure. So, especially with 2 cleansings. Okay, so in this pack there is a Gloom Hunter, which is an absolutely key card for us. Linvala we can't play because getting into blue-white is just too tough. But Gloom Hunter's really good with our Double Feed the Swarm. Doesn't really work with our other cards as well. What else could I take here? There's a Scion, but I don't really have Lifelink to go with that. This pack is kind of just whiff. But Gloom Hunter's also good with Attended Healer if I decide to splash it. Agadim's Awakening. That's pretty good. I'm not really a super heavy party deck list. I don't know if you noticed, but I have about 7 creatures that have no party types. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it's not 7, but I've got a lot of non-party things going on here. Okay, Warriors would have been a good option if I had seen like any commons to support that, but all I saw was uncommons and rares in like packs that where it was distributed, so it was kind of hard to get in. This is a pretty easy Agadim's Awakening with 2 Pyroclastics to pick it up. It's just great. Having 2 Pyroclastic Hellions is so nice. So nice. Do I want Predation or Pack Beast? Probably Pack Beast because I do have some party things like Acquisitions Expert, Spark Mage, Kargan Intimidator. I might get some other cards to care about them. Predation's okay. I could see taking Palaka Predation as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. And I don't really love Electromancer in this sort of deck. I don't have 2-drops that are... I have a couple 2-drops that are red, I guess. I don't need a third one of these, though. Don't need a Dreadworm. I don't really need a Cinderclasm, so I guess I'll take it. I might play a third Hellion. So this deals 2 damage to everything, so it kills a lot of my cards. Even my more expensive ones. Ooh. Big decision here. Looking at Grotag Bugcatcher versus Ghastly Gloomhunter. I'm gonna take the Gloomhunter. This deck is not very fast. And I do want to be at a high life total and use my modal double-faced cards. Yeah, exactly. I just don't think this is really a Bugcatcher situation. Vanquish the weak pretty easily over the 4th Gloomhunter, though. I do like this. I would play a 4th one, but I already have... I just like having more removal spells. I do have a couple. I have Deadly Alliance, 2 Feed the Swarms. This is kind of a removal spell. Just gonna take Vanquish. That Cleansing Wildfire might wheel. Now another Gloomhunter. Core Celebrant could be okay. Yeah, exactly. Win with 4/5s and some modal double-faced action. I don't really think I need this. I could play Core Celebrant, potentially. I'm thinking of splashing white. Felidar's not great, but I could splash it. I could, like, these are just potential cards that I could see myself splashing. In terms of, like, double Cleansing Wildfire. 1 Plains. I just don't think Catcher does what this deck wants. Okay, so I could play this, but I don't think it's great. I kind of want to play the Attended Healer and double Core Celebrant. And maybe this. And then I would play both of those. I am a pretty heavy black deck. I think this deck could run extra lands, though. Don't want the Teeter Peak Ambusher. That card's just bad. So I have this, like, white package of just gaining life. It's mostly to justify playing the Attended Healer. I guess I don't need the Core Celebrants or the Shepherd of Heroes. Attended Healer is just really good with all my Gloom Hunters. Making a 1/1 every turn. I think I'm pretty happy with where this draft ended up, actually. And I have the Pack Beast to help me splash at the Wildfire. I like it. I like the Attended Healer is so good in my deck. With 4 Gloom Hunters. Feed the Swarm's also pretty good in this deck. I don't think I need the Core Celebrant, though. I could splash Nahiri, but with no equipment, it's not great. Okay, so this is 14, 15, 16, 17. So let's just move our modal double-face cards over here. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 15, 19 mana sources. Maybe slightly high on the mana source count. I could see cutting a Pyroclastic Hellion. But I do like that it picks up my modal double-face cards. Thundering Spark Mage. I don't think I want the Electromancer in this deck. This is not a blitz you down, play all my creatures early. My black-white deck would be better than my black-red deck. That's kind of funny. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white cards. And I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really like the Hellions, though. The Hellions are really good in this deck. That's really funny, though, that my black-white deck is almost better than my red deck. I guess white really came through in the third pack. Do I want to play black-white? I mean, I have Intimidator as the only real reason. Spark Mage is not that good with my mostly diverse cast of cards. I'm mostly a black deck, so I could kind of go any direction here. I think the Hellions are good in this deck, though. I kind of like this build, and then cutting Skydancer's nothing to write home about, but it's okay. Probably cutting a Swamp because I have 3 of these, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 lands then. Because I'm going to be picking them up a lot. And then one more cut is Hellion. What's my color distribution? Oh, it's way heavier. So yeah, I'm going to cut a mountain instead. That's a good point. And then I have 2 Hellions at the top end here. Honestly, the white deck might be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, add 4, 5 white cards. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red cards. I don't know, this card's also pretty good. I'm going to play it like this, I think. And then I'm going to make the feature card the Gloom Hunter. We'll see how this does, and I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, and special thanks to those who support me at the credits level. It is thanks to Patreon support that I'm able to upgrade my equipment with the new webcam that I recently got, and things of that nature, so I really do appreciate that. And you do get a couple of perks like being put in the credits as my way of saying thank you. If you would like more information, you can find that at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Thanks again to all of my patrons, and without further ado, let's get to the matches. We'll keep this hand. We've got our fixing. We're going to do this now because I don't really care about getting this out on turn 2. When I don't know what my opponent's up to and I can just save it potentially. Oh, they missed a land drop. Well, that's nice. Gapia does not predict 7-1. Well, we picked a Boros card. I don't know if we were ever Boros. We were kind of red-black for most of the draft. Looks like we're going to get a freebie win here. I don't feel like using this card because they don't have any... They're just discarding the hand size, so this doesn't do much for me. Okay, red-white. This is getting cast as a 3-3. Look at how good Attended Healer is here. So good. I have Blood Beckoning, so if they trade off, I'm okay. Sure, go for your combat trick, buddy. Disgusting. I can pick that up in the future. You would predation. It's just like amassing an army of 1/1s. He or she, Julio. We don't want to... When you say he, it makes it slightly less welcoming for female players, because then it's like, oh, we always assume our opponents are guys or something. I don't know. It's just good to be conscious. Just say they or opponent or our worthy foe. Yeah, no worries, Julio. It's just we could do this, but I don't really want to risk the healer. So I think instead we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna be picking this back up again. Yeah, sure. Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe I should have been cavernsing. That wasn't much of a game, but I agree. Using the Palaka Predation could have been good to just make sure I don't lose. But yeah. See you folks in the next round. To another round. We're going to keep this hand. I'm not sure I'll have time today, Gahitsu. It's going to be maybe a tight time-wise day. I'm doing this now because it's going to save me a lot of damage. They're going to be making land drops for the next few turns. Max punishment, of course, but it felt correct to me. Because they're going to be hitting me for 2, like, they're going to hit me for like 8 with that. Ah, the nectar pot. Well then. Like, they've made all these land drops, so since this was my only creature in hand, they were just going to be hitting me for like 6 turns in a row or something crazy. Well then. Let's get this guy killed off. Yeah, opponent's probably a newer player. Or they really want to get this thing triggered. Well, that's a beating. Could have technically done this first. What a beating of a card. Ugh, do I take 6? Oh gosh, I messed this up. I should have not attacked with this so I could chump block with it and get it back. Yeah, I don't think Inscription of Abundance is remotely a fair card. We'll just say that. Oh dear. Got me good, opponent. Got me good. Yikes. And we're gonna keep this hand. We're gonna lead with the Intimidator, I think. And then on turn 3 we'll vanquish something and hit him for 3. Don't subtle strike me, bro. Or do subtle strike me. I don't care. Hurt my feelings is all. All you're doing is fueling my beckonings, opponent. The beckonings. Taste it, opponent. Feel my wrath. Uh-oh. I'm not picking up a land here. Oh, so I take like 6 damage. I'm just kidding, I take 3. The Blight Priests are coming. Goodbye, Akum Warrior. Hardly knew ye. They know... Oh, man. Yeah, I always think Predation is going to exile, but I think it would be really kind of maybe too good if it did. Oh, no. Well, that was not what I wanted to see. Okay. Well, then. Well, then, indeed. No attacks. The reason I didn't kill this is because I didn't want them to have a thwart the grave. But I can't feed the swarm it. Let's see what they're working with. Boom! Got the win. Whew! Slow and steady wins the race. I'll see you folks in the next round. Welcome to another round. I made one change. I cut a Namana Skydancer for another Hellion because I've been liking how they've been doing. So I think I'm going to keep this hand. Because this plus a counter could be good in the early game. I have good, like I have 3 draws that'll let me cast this. I pretty much need to draw lands in this hand. Oh, this is probably good for my Subtle Strike. Well, Alakane, it's this is the only white card in my deck because it's so good with all my Gloom Hunters. Yeah, because I have 4 Gloom Hunters. Also, welcome. Well, that's a bummer. Just gonna use my defensive Subtle Strike. The hopes are not as high as you would like when they have 5 mana up. But, yeah, there's not as many good tricks necessarily. Sure. So I think that's the one that's getting damaged first. So which one's being dealt damage first is what I want to know. Does anyone in chat know? What does chat think? Do I go left or right? Because I get to keep a 2/2 lifelinker if this works. Is the top one being damaged first? So I have to put the counter on the left one? I thought it was the other way. Should have trusted my gut. Gosh darn it, chat. Screwed me again, chat. Never trust a Twitch chat. Brutal. Twitch chat, no! Wow, there was like... Gosh darn it. That's so stupid. I could have a 2/2 lifelinker right now. Dang it. I guess I did ask which gets damaged first. Good point. My B, Twitch chat. But not having a 2/2 lifelinker means I can't attack into this, so I'm gonna lose because of it. It always sucks to lose to the interface, doesn't it? Real premium. I can't believe it. It's so stupid. I was pretty sure that it was the other way, but then I asked Twitch chat and I confused myself. Ugh. Especially because when I hovered over it, the interface, like, put the one of them in front and the other one, like, behind it, and I was like, oh. Well, I want the one that takes the damage second. I don't really consider UI punts to be punts. I should have, like, 10 more. I should have, like, 6 more life right now. And, I don't know. It's just a shame. A crying shame. No, they can't, because they have to deal lethal to the one that they put in front. I would be crushing them. Like, it wouldn't even be close to close. I would just have a 1/1 every turn. Go for it, buddy. Let's hope this works. I don't think it will. Oh, it worked. We're still in it. So I'm gonna have to just play Gloom Hunter next turn as a 1/1 so I can jump this thing. Oh, that's good. Jesus. So I take 10, then I can hit number 3, make a 1/1. Work a trade here. The rage. I might need to double thing, play 2 Gloom Hunters. Well, they have a trick of some kind. I guess not. Weird to suicide Yasharn like that. Man, this is brutal. I really hope we win this now. Feed the Swarm can take down this thing. So I'm at 8. I can kill this and go down to 5. Or I'm just gonna hold on to him. Oh God. I almost killed this last turn. I strongly considered it. Well, I'm gonna go chump, chump, double block. Oh, what a shame. What a shame indeed. So this would put me dead. So for this I take 3. So I take 3, 6 damage. Sure. Okay, sure. That thing can attack because I have the exact number of cards. So I have 6, 9 mana exactly. That was such a clutch draw. Now I can chump this, chump this. Okay, so I can go... If I can live, then I have 9 in the air, so if I just go... I don't technically have 9 in the air. One last 1/1 for science. If they have nothing, I win. Because I chump this, take 11, go to 1, beat them. You know how close this game would have been if I'd put the counter on the right creature? That UI is the clunkiest thing ever. I shouldn't have to guess on which creature's being assigned damage first, because it's actually so relevant. I'm fuming. That was so unnecessarily tough. I top decked that Vanquish the Weak in the literal perfect turn or I would have lost. Gosh. That was bizarre and brutal. Wow. That was crazy. Attended Healer was clutch. Gloom Hunters were obviously clutch. What a wild ride. That was... They need to fix that UI. That is horrendous UI. Gosh. Well, see you folks in the next round. Eat this. We have this to fix our mana. Get our planes. Show me what you got. Oh, gosh. Well, we're taking Rock Slide Sorcerer. I'm glad we managed to knock one of those out of commission. That would have been painful to deal with two of them. We're in good shape, I'd say. Goodbye Island, yeah. They should have just played this out and they started attacking me, I think. The fact that they haven't is a lifesaver. Well, that's really good. Thank goodness I can cancel this. Speaking of Shade. Man, imagine if I didn't have modal double face cards, I would have just done nothing. Oh, of course, they've got Roost. It's beatable, though. Especially with my Shade. Double block it, make my day. Well, that worked out. I guess they're gonna bounce it. I guess they're gonna bounce it, so it's not that bad. This is not a great draw for what I need to be doing. Yeah, it wasn't great though. I agree. Trading with the Shade is not a winning proposition. Okay, they should be attacking my both. Maybe they don't realize it can't block. There is a lot of text on the card. Because they are in platinum, so presumably they had to grind a little bit to get here. That's what you like to see. They still trade. Maybe they'll use Molten Blast on it. Malika Rebirth is not a good combo with Gloom Hunter. They're going to use a Drake plus a Molten Blast to take down Gloom Hunter, probably. Or they'll double block. Which I'm okay with. Because I have Blood Beckoning to get it back. Hi, Sujav. Ah, crud. The draw from heaven, saving the day. That's not great that they were on to me. I hope they don't have an Into the Roll or something as their last card. Because that would be brutal. Unfortunately, it won't have the counters. They should definitely Molten this. I'm one off. I could get this to get a 1/1 lifelinker. Having a land is okay though. Ah, c'est classique. We're doing it. I guess I could have attacked with this as well. But I was slightly worried about them having something. Oh, yes. I think I should have never played this as a 3-1. I should have waited till I could make it a 5-3. Because it's just so much scarier. Here we go. How many cards are in their deck? Nikolai Batman Bolas. Yes! Grapple Linker. We got him. We got him. See you in the next round. We're going to keep it. And we're going to play our Rebirth on turn 1, I'd say. Awakening, you can get back some stuff, but it's not even that good in our deck. That's unfortunate. Bummer. Okay, so this thing's not as scary if they're not playing equipment and stuff. So I can make something into a coward. Interesting. Don't really need to get frisky with this. I just think I'm going to play Pack Beast, tapped Academ's Awakening, and hit them for 1. Ah. I'm not sure, Huck. I don't know when it comes out. Oh, M Soft Cotton. Soft as cotton. Thank you for the redemption. I'll go find my cat after this game. I have 3 of these, so I can just play one. It is pretty big. Oh, they missed on their Selendi vision. That's funny. Might as well just play my 5-drop and then start jamming my 6-mana 3/3 flyers. Nobody tell me nothing. Okay. Sure. And then they can hit me for 2. The terror. Oh shoot, that's not good. Oh, they didn't attack. Nice. Okay, so we can kill this. So how does this work? So I can +1/+1 this guy, and then I can put a counter on him and shrink the Blade Master. I like that, I think. And then I can give him trample, or I can play one of these. I'm just gonna give him trample. get him. Well, I could have played a Gloom Hunter as a 1/1. That's the other logic. Jeez, they're getting close. That's a good trade for me. Oh, that is a good trade. Because this thing... Okay, maybe they can't enable it, but it's terrifying for me. Because that can make some scary attacks. And I have Blood Beckoning, so... Oh, you can! Right, that is good thinking. You're only fueling me, opponent. Holy hell, what a rip. Wow, that's so good with all this. Six mana, 3/3 lifelink. Kind of scary. I'm gonna take my counters to the Old Town Road. Not cool, bro. But milling me is nice of you. Couldn't have milled that, could ya? It's still a beneficial attack. They may be milling me, but I don't think that's the focus of their deck. And I end up a life point in this exchange because I stay at the same life total and they lose a life. So I'll save my removal. Just have to start deploying threats. I don't need to get fancy. Just cap out, cast my big creatures. Same old, same old. Save my removal for when I need it. This is okay for me if they trade this off. What do you got, bud? Do I even care? No. They're not going to splash a Mind Drain, so I can play my lands. Yes! Feel my wrath, Jeppe. See you folks in the next round. Welcome to another round. We're going to keep this hand. It's a little land light, but we do have a lot of mana sources. And we've got Shade, which is one of our best cards. Intimidator, which is one of our best cards. Definitely leading on the Shade, I'd say. Because they aren't going to want to block it, and it's just going to clock them. Well, that didn't work out. Not really deck list. I've had some really sweet ones though. I had like a mono blue deck that was really cool in like M19. That was really sweet. Yikes. This could be tricky. Just gonna play my Kargan Intimidator here. They haven't used any removal, which means they probably have some, but I don't think we can take the turn off here. Especially because we don't know what our second color thing is. If they pump this, I'm screwed. I guess they're gonna do it. I didn't even think before I blocked. Well, they could have just used the onboard trick, but I guess this works out a little bit better for us. Because we take less damage. Whew. Just can't buy a land. Really unfortunate here. It's what happens, though. It is what happens. Next turn, we would go Vanquish the Weak, the Banneret. Top deck, hopefully Spark Mage, the Pack Beast. We're taking 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay. New and improved thing to Vanquish. Thanks, deck. I can't win this game, can I? No, I can't. If I play this, they attack all, pump, I'm dead. Yeah. Well, 15 cards in. And we have a bunch of double face cards, so. Welcome to another round. We're going to keep this. We have lands! It goes left, it goes right, it jukes. It scores! Okay, opponent. Tough mulligan decision. It would seem they have a tough mulligan decision. Ugh. Well, maybe opponent's not going to show up. Yeah, or they're looking for their cat. Oh, they mulliganed. It's the zombie bat. Sure, I'll kill that. Oh, that was really good. That was pretty excellent. I was gonna feed the swarm the cat, but now I don't have to. Oh, they're playing white mana. Yeah, that's a bummer. Never playing around that, but it's such a bummer. Hold lands in case we have Skyclave Shade. That was a brutal Jwari disruption. Wow. That's where you just get the pain. You're like, wow, I can't play around that ever in best of one, but it's so rough. At least I had Feed the Swarm for that Felidar retreat. Gosh. They end up a 2-2, but not at least they don't. I don't lose on the spot. Well, that's really good. Let's attack, shall we? Look how easy it is for me to determine which one's being dealt damage first. It's funny, when I was watching some of the historic tournament over the last weekend, and so when I made this attack, I was like, oh no, what if they have Shark Typhoon? Okay, so what could I pick up? I could pick up Agadeems. Agadeems doesn't really do much. I think I could pick up Maliki or Meyer would be good. Ah, bouncing my kicker spell so that I can cast it with kicker. Appreciated, opponent. Appreciated. Muchos gracias, amigo or amiga. Muchos gracias. They probably didn't want to bounce the Hellion. Well. This Maliki Rebirth may be heads up, but it is still going to be a beating. And now I get to pick up my Agadeem's Awakening. Just gonna play the biggest creature possible, and then I'm just gonna play this tapped. Picking it up didn't do much. Oh no, the Marasa Sproutling! Whatever will I do? Got him. I believe this puts us to 6-2, which means this last round is win or go home. Or win and go home. I'll see you there. Welcome to another round. On the draw. We'll keep this on the draw. I'm gonna get a plains here. I don't want to use my Feed the Swarm on this because Feed the Swarm can kill anything, and Vanquish the Weak can kill this. I don't have Never Gonna Give You Up Quantum Cheese as a parody song. Feed the Swarm can even kill Scythe Cat. gonna do that now. We do have an Omnath verse, but it's not that much. It's like Omnath got swapped in for one of the Alleluia cards. Okay, well, I keep having to use my removal in ways that are not ideal, but like this channeler is going to be really annoying. Yeah, the lands are really good. Over winter break, I think I might make a music video for one of my songs. Oh, that was nice. They really needed a land, I guess. Not being able to kill this was a bummer. Curses. I hope they don't keep hitting lands. That's going to make this difficult. At least I can go this and then this to finish off the channeler. Oh my god, why? Say it ain't so. Gosh, no. Oh. This is so brutal. Why are we playing against every single Felidar Retreat crazy landfall deck? Well, I need another Feed the Swarm. Soon we'll be able to kill this channeler. I don't have Bad Romance as a parody song. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. They have Smite the Monstrous? Why? No. Oh, I was gonna be able to kill that channeler. That's such a bummer. At least they're missing a land drop here. Well then. I'll kill this before they start putting counters on it. And then I have to hit them because if I don't pressure them, I lose. Okay, cool, Gahitsu. Well, we played against 3 separate decks with Felidar Retreat, and I think we beat 2 of them, so. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. He's gonna have 4 power. Their last card has got to be something useful. Yes! Freedom! Well, I don't think this is going to end well for our hero. I do need to just draw my like 3/3 life linkers and start hitting them before the game ends. Gosh, they get to play 2 lands. Ooh. Could be an ouch. This whole game has been kind of tricky. I could have zapped the channeler. Attended healer. That was rough. We drew really badly and they drew really well, so shrugger. Well, we did not get to max wins, but the deck did perform pretty well. If we just drawn a bat, we could have been hitting them for 3 lifelink for quite a few turns there, so we might have been able to win then. But such is life. Sometimes you don't draw a bat. And when Batman doesn't draw a bat, you're in trouble. Anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this draft. It was a really weird one. Lots of crazy stuff going on. I mean, we could have maybe played black-white, which is kind of funny. If you did make it all the way to the end of the video, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment with any questions or feedback. Check out the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. You can leave a comment in the comment section down below to let me know you made it all the way to the end. Leave a hashtag Batman, because that was the only real... That was a crazy one, or because the bats really carried us. Also, you can check out my articles, my Patreon, the Discord server, all linked in the description and pinned comment down below. So yeah, if you want to find any of that stuff, you can just check it out there. But that is going to do it for this draft video. I do hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of a weird deck, but it was really fun. And I'll talk to you next time.